Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. And tonight, we're going to Vegas, baby! It's time for round 22, the penultimate round of our first season with Tauri. As I say, we're going to Las Vegas for the third and final of the American Grand Prix. And we're going in on a bit of a back foot here. For the first time in a long time, we are no longer achieving our season objective. Last night, a race that had all sorts of promise early on in Brazil turned out to not deliver on any of those promises, unfortunately. And we were overhauled by both Williams and McLaren. So we are now 9th in the Constructors. And it was breaking point for me with Yuki, and we have signed a replacement for next season. Oscar Piastri will be replacing Yuki in car number 2 next season. So just 2 races left for Yuki. I did really want to keep him at one point earlier in the season, but he's made so many mistakes this year that I can't justify keeping him. He's costing me too much in replacement parts and replacement powertrains. The fact that we put ourselves in financial jeopardy to buy him a new engine and then he immediately damaged that engine was the final straw. So yeah, just 2 races left for the young Japanese driver, and then he will be off to pastures new. Who knows where he'll go next season? He might end up taking Oscar's place at McLaren, who knows? That'll be an interesting thing to see. So let's see, can we find a winning hand tonight? Really hope we can do something. In terms of performance targets, I was debating whether or not I should really gamble on a position countback thing, but if I do that, I'm going to break that streak. That's not only going to cost me the 560 grand for completing it, but it's also going to cost me another 140 for breaking it as well. So yeah, I guess we kind of locked ourselves into trying to qualify as best as we can. So I'm going to be more adventurous tonight. We're going to go 2 in the top 15 and 2 into Q2 based on the strength of our qualifying yesterday. Fastest lap as an incentive. I don't think we'll get it, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We are going to go for a 2 in the top 15 finish position guarantee. Now this is a risk because that's assuming that actually both of our cars finish, which has not happened for a while. So yeah, we'll see if we can actually earn some money that way. And then we've got our finish position streak, which always seems to pay out as soon as we fail it. And our quali streak, which, as I say, we've got 2 races left to go on that. So, there we go. That is our objective set. Let me take a quick look at the car builds. Let's go to the warehouse to do this. So, chassis. I only have 1 chassis, and that's on... or one of the most up-to-date chassis, and that's on Yuki's car. Liam running a slightly older one, which will hurt his speed a little bit, his downforce and his cooling. Front wings, they're both okay, but I don't have a spare, so I might have to take Liam down one. I really don't want to do that. I have got a spare rear wing, that's good. Got a spare side pod, spare underfloor, and no spare suspensions. Can't really risk that. Right. I think we're as good as we're going to get. Let's send them to Vegas.
Welcome to the Silver State of Nevada for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The track here is a high-speed street circuit that takes in the lights and the sights of this spectacular Sin City. Drivers will take on over a mile of the Las Vegas Strip, racing flat out past all the glamour and glitz it has to offer. Formula One's highest speed street circuit promises incredible action up and down the Las Vegas Strip. Racing at night means track temperatures will be lower, so data from Free Practice 2 could be crucial to managing both qualifying and the Grand Prix. The previous Grand Prix saw Sergio Perez pass the checkered flag in first place. There's no doubt that the Mexican will be eyeing up his next podium finish. It's time then for another thrilling weekend of F1 drama.
So hello to everyone in the chat, Mr. Watter, Farah, F1 Clips, horrific, good to see you guys. Why is it called Papa Needs a New Pair of Shoes? It's a gambling thing, you know. People at the craps table, they'll say Papa needs a new pair of shoes. They'll throw the dice and, you know, hope that they actually get something good. You know, it's, yeah, we need something good. We need points, so we're taking a big gamble and seeing if we can reclaim 8th place in the constructors. Right, what do I want to do with parts? Let's start with the 16% engine. There we go. Go with that ERS. And I'm going to have to stick with this gearbox for now. Not sure that one will get through a full session, but it will certainly get through one of the other 2 sessions. Right, Vegas is 16 laps for a run. Let's drop those settings down. Let's move over to the annoying one. Let's put that engine in and that ERS. I can't believe he's done so much damage to his car. This is our last real chance, I think, to score points with Yuki, because his ERS is going to take damage during the race. His gearbox is already kind of toast, and it's only going to get worse. So, yeah, it's an all or nothing thing. I'm not buying him a new gearbox. I just can't afford it. I certainly can't afford to buy him a new ERS. Right, setup for Yuki. We want to go with a 0, 10.5, 1.9, 3.25, and a 0.95. There we go. And for Liam, we'll go a little different. We'll go a 0 and 11, a 2.8, a 2.75, and a 0. There we go. Right, let's send them to the track.
Ready, check.
Loud and clear.
Alright, there they go. Off and around. So, let's catch up with the messages in the chat. Got a better car coming and a better driver, assuming I keep my job. Well, actually, on paper, Yuki is the better driver on paper, but he's also a lot more aggressive, which is why he keeps crashing. Where did the Ward wants to finish? Target for the season is 8th place. We are currently 9th, but only on position count back we are tied for 8th place effectively. We won't get sacked if we're one away. Hopefully not. It all depends on board confidence. Right now they still have high confidence in us. But if we keep getting bad results, then that becomes harder to maintain. And if we keep going into debt, that also causes some issues. Do we have good straight line speed? We have decent speed in a straight line. Not so much anywhere else, but in a straight line we've got relatively decent speed. This is why I said this is probably our last best chance to score some points this season. 93 starting setup for Yuki, that's not too bad. 95 for Liam, excellent. So just need some tweaks rather than wholesale changes. Hoping some cars are going to run really old parts here as well. We shall see. Right. Gonna go... Gonna go like that, I think. See what that does.
The entry.
Pit limiter on. Stop in front of the garage.
And let's do something similar here. Got to go that way by the look of it. Yeah, let's go with that. See how that works. Please tell me that these cars are going to be 100% after this run. That would be really nice. Take some of the pressure off for the rest of practice. Let's take a quick gander. Actually, we'll wait till the end of the session. There's only a couple of minutes left. Let's take a quick. We'll take a quick look and see how everyone else's powertrains, etc., are holding up.
Any feedback, Yuki?
97% with Yuki, so we just need to find a little bit more. But we're almost there. We're into the optimal window now. And we nailed it with Liam. Excellent stuff. So very, very good first practice for us there. Oh wow, look how many penalties are coming tonight. That's not a good thing to see. That means everybody's putting in brand new powertrains, etc. So Leclerc, brand new engine. But interestingly, an old gearbox. New ERS for Sainz. Piastri and Norris. Norris is running a new gearbox. Not a new engine, that's good. Max is running a new engine and a new ERS. Perez, nothing new tonight. New engine for Russell, new ERS as well. Nothing new for Hamilton. Ocon's running a new ERS tonight. Nothing for Gasly. Nothing for Albon, that's good. Nothing for Sargent, that is also good. Nothing for Magnussen. Hulkenberg is looking a bit rough. Bottas is running a new gearbox. And Zhou is running a new engine. New ERS for Stroll. And nothing new for Alonso. So quite a lot of new parts. And thankfully nothing new of any real import on our rivals. That takes a bit of the pressure off. But it does mean it's going to be harder to get points with a lot of cars having some, little upgrades there. Right, let's have a little tweak with the setup. It is the camber that needs to change. So I'm going to go... This could be a tricky one. That might break some other bits. I don't know. We'll try it and see what happens. But I get the feeling I might have to make some other tweaks to try and balance that back to 100. So we're going to go with 24 laps of fuel. And let's put in... Oh, that gearbox is... Yeah, that gearbox is okay. Let's take that one out and put in that one. That one will last for a session. Just. And again, 24 laps. And let's go for practice 2.
Okay, should be green now.
Mate, what's going on?
Yeah, we're checking.
Yeah, something feels very...
We are checking.
All right, feedback on Yuki is incoming. There we go, 99%. Ooh, very nice. So, just overcorrected the toe. One little click will fix that as we get past our max. I was just wondering why Bottas and Zhou were so high up the order. It's because they're on softs. Albon, though, that is pretty scary pace. And we know that Williams is insanely quick in a straight line at the moment. They could be a real challenge. I think Williams are probably going to be beyond us this season. They are, what, 2 points clear of us now? And yeah, their car is definitely better than ours. So I think we have a chance with McLaren, less of a chance with Williams. But who knows? If a lucky finish tonight, that's all we need, is a little bit of luck. I know the house always wins, but it would be really nice if I could get a win tonight. And a win for me would be a couple of points. That would be a huge win for me. Right, there we go. That is going to be Yuki at 100% in the next session. Not had much of that recently. No, I haven't, Farah. I've not had much luck at all recently. Whatever can go wrong has gone wrong. You know, we have definitely been a victim of Murphy's Law. On the plus side, all those well, it's a double-edged sword actually. All those penalties mean we are going to start further up the grid, but the downside is we could be picked off by a number of cars, and that could kill our confidence. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to react to all those penalties. If we can just survive the first few laps without dropping places, we've got the potential. If we can, we're going to go on a two-stop strategy. We're going to need to, because we're going to need overtakes to get confidence back up, because we are going to get overtaken. But if we can weather the storm in the first set of tyres, box early, and then keep a decent level of confidence, keep a decent position, and then we can start to close people down again on fresh rubber. Maybe we can actually get a good result. It's going to be hard work though, I think, with all those penalties. Just all those cars are going to be out of position. Let's see, we want to go no more than 20 laps of fuel. That's probably more than we need. That gearbox should just about make it. I'm going to gamble and try and get through the session on that gearbox. So we've already got the setup done. We're just looking to get track time in, so hopefully that will last long enough just to get these laps in. What tyres do I want to go with? It's got to be soft, really, isn't it? Might need the mediums. So our first big gamble of the night is, can Lawson make it to the end of his run before his car packs in? And the answer is no. Okay, so we'll be slightly underprepared with Lawson, but not too much. He's still going to have 96% confidence. And we did manage to save a little bit of wear on his last remaining gearbox, which he's got to get through tonight's race, then practice tomorrow, and then the final race as well. So it's got a lot of mileage still to do. It's why I took that gamble. Next gamble is, can Yuki make it to the end of his run? His gearbox is about to pack in as well.
Virtual safety car ending.
Yep.
Back to green flag running. We might be about to bring out another VSC. Just need that last little bit of feedback. Good evening, Baron. We get swallowed up on the strip there, but given the state of this car right now with the powertrain parts, that's not surprising. We are so close to feedback. There we go. So we've got the 100% setup. We're just a lap and a half away from maxing out track knowledge as well. Come on, that car can hold together for another lap, surely. One more lap, one more lap. There we go, it's done. Whew. And he does just make it back to the garage. So we're 50-50 so far. Now we're just going to let the clock run out. Evening Turf. Out of all the Red Bull Academy drivers, which is the best smoothness? Well, that's what your scouts are for. So go scout them and find out. Alright, time for quali. See if we can beat the spread.
Now it's time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
Qualifying is when F1's most glamorous street circuit really comes into its own, with cars on full throttle down a huge section of the Las Vegas Strip. Getting tyres into the optimal temperature range will be crucial to setting a good time here. It hasn't been a great showing from the team's drivers so far. Neither will want to be left behind, and I'm sure they'll both be looking to pull ahead today.
Hold on tight, because we're getting underway.
Right, so let's put in the best bits we've got. So it's a 72% engine. Newish ERS, that was brand new last race out. And one remaining decent gearbox. I also want to check our setups against the book. So 0, 11, 2, 8, close. Scribble these ones in. More data for next season. Right, and let's take a look at Yuki. Let's get the parts switched over first. So best engine, which should have been in the 90s but isn't. Best ERS, and yeah, an iffy gearbox. And setup 0, 10.519. Yeah, I'm going to need to write this one in as well. Variations on what I've got. 3.1 and 0.7. Okay, there we go. Right. One flying lap per run. And let's see how we do.
Green light now. Straight line braking.
You want some salt with those fries there, Farah?
Well, front as much as you can.
Okay, mate, copy.
Right, let's make sure Lawson does not try and overtake.
Okay, track is clear.
Right, so here we go then,
Charge
winding
off
up
and
to
push
start the flying laps. We've got 3 other cars on track right now, Albon, Hamilton and Verstappen. We know Hamilton's running old parts tonight. So as we go around the MSG sphere, there it is. Apparently they're trying to build one in London as well, which is not going down well with the locals. Already at least 2,000 people have signed a petition voicing their opposition to it, because it's going to be very close to a residential area, and it's going to have a lot of light pollution, obviously. Plus the Stratford station is already pretty busy, and if it brings in all the extra tourists, that station could well really struggle.
Follow the reference. This is in lap. This is in lap.
Copy.
Alright, let's check confidence levels. Pretty
Switch
good.
Delta, stay negative.
And
Cool
peak.
the car
Good
on the way
stuff.
in.
Wow,
Copy.
second difference between the two. Ooh, that's a big difference. Yeah, Enzo signed for Red Bull beginning of, or the end of last year, I think it was. He signed for the Red Bull Academy. His brother, Pietro, is still reserve driver for Haas. Right, gonna go again.
Just warm up tires.
Okay.
Good warm up on brakes.
Yeah, copy.
We don't have the pace for Q3 today. Too many cars with new bits in their engines. We might struggle to get Lawson out of Q1, actually. Given the pace difference we saw between the two in that first session. I don't know if that's because he's trying to follow Yuki too much and is suffering in the dirty air in the first sector or not, I don't know, but it might be because he's running an older chassis, although I wouldn't have thought it would have made that much of a difference. The engine's going to play a part on this circuit in particular. There's going to be a difference in the driver stats, which is going to play a part, but yeah, to be a second off from that first run, that's quite a big gap. And as I say, with a lot of cars getting new engine bits, that's really going to hurt us in quali. But we are perfectly positioned for a slipstream now, assuming that we can hold this position. Got a Ferrari and a McLaren a bit further behind us. I don't know if either are pushing. Well, the McLaren's pushing, the Ferrari's on an outlap / in-lap. I think it's Sainz, actually, who is on an outlap. Don't know which McLaren's coming. There it is.
In front of you.
But we're starting our flying lap now, so we should be fine. Shouldn't have to pull over.
Nice big gap ahead. Good to push.
But all those reasons I listed as the difference in pace, you know, engine, driver, etc. The reason is, that's the reason, and the penalties obviously, is the reason why I'm running Lawson so close. He's going to need that slipstream down the strip if he wants to stay within a chance of actually getting out of Q1. And hopefully the slipstream toe will cancel out the amount of time he's going to lose into corners through dirty air performance. Seems to be the case so far. He's definitely close enough to get a toe here. He wasn't last lap. Both drivers have improved. Lawson should be all over the back of Yuki by the end of the strip. Gone purple. Oh, we've got a Ferrari in the way. Ah, that's hurt us. Or has it? That Ferrari starting its flying lap, getting a toe over the line. That might actually have worked in our favour. No, it didn't. We got held up really badly on the approach. But it definitely helps Lawson. Don't know if Yuki improved, actually, did he? No, Yuki did not improve. He was 2/10 down because of being held up by Leclerc there at the end of the lap. But a nice improvement for Lawson, found 7/10.
That's a good lap. Cool the engine.
Copy. Evening, Derek. We've got 2 races to go, tonight and tomorrow.
Focus on tyres and brakes.
Copy.
So let's just focus on the tyre temps then.
Copy.
No, I figured that, Derek. Yeah. Farah wants me to start the new season tomorrow. Yeah, I kind of want to start the new season on Friday as well. Not tomorrow, but having said that, I don't want to start. It's 6 of one, half a dozen the other. If I wait till Monday, it's a long wait till Monday. But otherwise, I do all that prep. I start season 2 on Friday, hopefully have a really good race, maybe even get some points, and then I've got to wait another 3 days before I can do the next race, and that's going to be probably even harder. So I don't know yet. I'm still up in the air as to whether I'm going to actually stream the start of season 2 on Friday. I'm still umming and ahhing. McLaren's sneaking up on the back of us, but we've started our flying lap.
Push when you're ready.
So it's not going to affect us. We've got clear traffic in front, I think. Can Lawson stay close enough to get the slipstream? He is now in the drop zone.
Check the effect.
Both drivers up in the first sector. That's a good start. Liam is just close enough to get a tow. This should get Lawson through. How much he's closed up. Oh, look at that, 6 and 8. Wow. That's good pace from Yuki as well. There's no tow for Yuki. He's done that on pure pace. Lawson with the massive slipstream there. Whew.
There is a P8 for us.
So we are through.
That felt good.
You're doing well, Yuki.
That felt really good. Not gonna lie. Alright, so let's see, can we do that again?
Green.
Ah, damn it. I couldn't get Lawson out right behind Yuki.
Let's do a good...
No, Lewis went out.
outlap.
Wow.
Good
I didn't
outlap.
even see that. Didn't even look to see who went out. But we saw how knackered his car parts in terms of powertrain was, so not that surprised, actually. given the sheer number of penalties this weekend. He will obviously start a lot higher than that, but yeah. It's going to put him on the back foot.
A bit less curb.
Okay, copy.
We need to cool the car, Yuki.
Copy.
Oh, what am I doing? Took it practice for a second then. Could have completely ruined our first run.
You can use curbs.
Copy.
Track is clear. Recharge off and push.
Farah, what's the name of your cat? I remember you mentioned it when you got it, but I can't
We
remember.
can go.
Wilson's too far off to get a slipstream this lap. Let's see if we get some pressure. Oh, that's a big hold up for Alonso there. George Russell getting in the way. It might actually help Lawson. Not sure if he's still close enough. He might be too far away. Might just get a very distant toe if he's lucky. Well, I would have thought you would have gone with Sophie, Farah. Alright, so opening times are not going to be good. Old tyres and all that, but what have we got? A 1:36. Faster than Alonso, but only because Alonso got held up.
This is Ilap. This is Ilap.
And Lawson's only a tenth off.
Watch your delta. So cool as much as you can.
Okay, that's encouraging. Maybe that first lap he did in Q1 was just an anomaly. He goes to speak of Farah's hatred for Sophie, that he would rather jokingly call his cat Hammy after Lewis Hamilton than even contemplate the idea of calling it Sophie. So once again, doing another lap on these knackered tyres, just looking to get that confidence up. Hopefully we can find a little bit more time due to higher confidence on this run. I want to save an extra set of softs for the sprint. Sorry, for the race. So I don't want to use them now.
Start to work on your fronts and your brakes.
So we'll be
Copy
using
that.
the tyres that we used at the end of Q1 for the end of this session. Not expecting us to set good times on these tyres, but like I said, if we can just set better sectors, that will boost confidence. And if I can get Yuki into peak confidence before we put on those other tyres, that means he'll be able to drive really fast on the better rubber, which will give Lawson a better slipstream. Which will help Lawson have a chance of getting out of this session as well.
Straight out, track is clear. Recharge off, you can push.
So track is clear. Okay, we've got to go.
Alright, so we're nice and close. Hopefully we don't get held up with traffic. That's a Williams coming out of the garage. No, we're okay. That's good. That's good. Maybe it was boxing, actually. I think it was boxing. If anything, Lawson's a little bit too close at the moment. We breeze past Alonso. No improvement in the middle for Yuki, but he is in peak confidence. Just. Lawson's improving as well. And we get him into peak confidence as well. Yes, we can. Just. Woo! Alright, so we've got to sprint back to the garage now. Slap on those other tyres and immediately set a flying lap on those. It's going to be tight, but we should just about make this.
Focus on tires and brakes.
Yeah, copy.
Prepare the lap.
Copy.
Ferrari steaming through, I think. Yeah, it is. We're going to have to pull over for that. Oh, we're holding him up. That's such a shame. Here comes Alonso. There goes Alonso. Got a McLaren behind us and we're going to hold him up. It's Norris as well.
So nobody ahead of you. Pick up the pace and it will be go one.
So Norris does not improve.
That's checkered flag.
Alonso should get out of the way for us. Hopefully we don't catch the Ferrari in the same place that we screwed his lap. No, we won't. That's good. Come on, both in Q3, both in Q3, both in Q3. Might have been a little hold up for Yuki there, I'm not sure. Clear run now to the line. It's going to be an excellent final sector for Lawson here. Oh, he's knocked out Yuki! That Ferrari did just hurt us a little bit at the start of the strip there for Yuki. We got Lawson through though. So we got one car in Q3, one at the top of Q2. And a whole ton of penalties, which is going to put both cars into the top half of the grid. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars that have penalties in front of Yuki. So he's potentially gaining 5 places here. It depends on how big those penalties are. And now we've got to do what we can with Liam. We're not using a new set of tyres. We're just going to go with the 2 sets that we've already used. Just going to sprint this first one because it's going to be absolutely abysmal compared to everyone else. Tyres at 50%. But at least he's going to get a clean run. Puts him top of the timings, which gets him into peak confidence. That's why I always like to go out first. Of course, he will start to lose confidence as he gets knocked down the order. And it will naturally degrade over time as well. But it gives me just enough time to slap on those other tyres and go for 2 flying laps and just hope upon hope that I can actually get him higher than 10th.
Energy's good.
Copy.
So if I can target Albon, that would be amazing, but I don't think I've got quite enough pace to beat that Williams without a significant slipstream, which we're not going to get.
No saving required.
Okay, mate, copy.
We can push a bit more.
Okay, copy.
Use energy.
Copy.
Just dip down to peak confidence. But we got right back into it for the start of our flying lap. That's beautiful. Almost completely maxed on confidence. Purple middle sector, well, just an improvement in the middle sector should get him there. Doesn't look like we got held up by Albon there. That was good. As we blast down the strip. He's maxed on confidence. It's good enough for 9th, which is about the best I could hope for, really.
Bring the pack up.
Copy that.
Big lift now.
Copy.
Push more.
Okay, copy.
The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
Las Vegas is a super fast street circuit, and the long straight along the dazzling strip could be a tempting and yet challenging place to try and overtake.
As we look ahead to the race, Karun, how do you think the morale is over in the Alpha Tauri garage?
To be honest, I think they'll be feeling great. The mood amongst the team has been very strong recently, and they'll be hoping to deliver again today.
So let's see how the teams tackle the race at the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Right then. So, we're going soft, medium, soft. We're also going to go aggressive on this first set of tyres. Very aggressive. Need to try and hold off all those cars that we're going to start in front of. There we go. We're starting 6th and 7th. Oh, I would so love it if we could stay there, but we won't. I'm going to go very heavy on fuel as well. I'm going to go 53 laps of fuel. This is going to make us slow and sluggish off the line. There we go. Right. Fingers crossed.
The city of Las Vegas is abuzz with excitement as our race draws ever closer. And it's always an entertaining race when Yuki Tsunoda is involved.
They've done really well to secure a P7 start. Some solid points could be on the cards today.
And it looks like we're good to go. The atmosphere is electric here for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Do everything you can. Copy, box.
Hamilton up to 12th already. A lot of cars behind us, so they're going to be coming through. Russell, Sargent, Verstappen. In particular, we've got to watch out for those guys. It's a lunge from Norris, who is on mediums. Almost everybody's on mediums. Okay, we've got to really capitalise on this opening stint then. I think most of the AI might go for the one stop here. Mediums to hards. Might see some go medium, soft, soft. Or medium, medium, soft. We're going aggressive, soft, and mediums, and then soft again. Lawson has given way to Yuki. That's absolutely fine. We want Yuki to be our lead driver because he is the one with the pace. Just don't want him to destroy the car, which he is notoriously good at doing.
And slow down, Yuki. Slow down.
Copy.
A lot of extra fuel.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah, copy that.
Then gambling on our car's good acceleration to try and counter some of that. That and the soft tyres as well. And it does mean that I can really push the braking distance. Oh, and that is a spin for Alonso.
I'm not quite sure what's happened there.
It's a crash as well. Ooh.
Keep watching Alonso with this one.
Oh, he just bounced into the wall.
Within a
Oh, that's
split
going to drop him
second,
to the back.
impact's
He's
made.
going to have to
And they'll
box
have
for
to
a new
pick
front
themselves
wing.
up after that.
That's taking Alonso out of the picture. Unless we get a safety car later. I think he set a fastest lap. He smashed your car. Norris now up to 7th. Albon in 4th. I think we're going to be fine in this first stint, but it's after the first stint where our race will truly be decided. Once we start running in clear air with no slipstreams, that's when we could start to drop off a little bit. But the fact that everyone else is on mediums means we will get an undercut. And then if they do one stop,
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
if they do one stop, then we'll have a definite tyre advantage when we come back out on our second set of softs at the end against hard tyres. That will give us more pace through the corners, which we are desperately short on.
Charge on.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Oh, look at the pace of that Williams. Fastest car on track. Briefly. Charles Leclerc now, a 1:39.1. Max up to 14th, Leclerc up to 15th, Russell is 16th. They are making progress. Alonso has stayed out. Oh, that's his race ruined then if he's not boxing to fix that front wing. Look at his tyres as well. His tyres are screwed, so he is going to be switching to a two-stop.
Overtake.
Yeah, copy.
I feel like I should maybe be letting my guys overtake each other on the back straight. It's such a long straight.
Copy.
No energy.
Copy.
I've just got back into DRS range there.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
Yes, we did.
Recharge on.
Whew.
Copy.
Thank God for that. Yuki's feeling it. He's going to try and get at least one of them. Can he get them both? He can. Go on, Yuki. Up into third and peak confidence now.
Yes, yes, yes.
You're doing well.
Now,
Go and
we
watch
can
that
see
again.
what happened.
Beautiful double overtake.
This one is involving Yuki Tsunoda. The opportunity begging to be taken. And it's not just one place they've gained there.
Right, have we got enough pace without battery to actually pull away? That would be something. I don't think we do, but we'll try. We'll see what he can do. Under pressure from Albon. So Albon's going to retake the place.
Don't worry, keep focus.
So we'll do that.
One time press and hold overtake available.
Focus on bringing the pack
And
back
charge up, and then see if we can maybe sprint next time we get clear. Yuki should theoretically still get him on this straight anyway.
We need to protect the front tires.
Ease off on the tyre wear now a little bit as well, seeing as we don't really look like we're going to have enough pace left to actually break away. Let's make sure that we don't have too much of a drop off in pace that we get dropped and left behind. Looking at you, Liam. Okay, looking a bit further down. Hamilton up to 9th. There he is. Getting past Bottas. Verstappen in 11th. Leclerc in 14th. Russell still in 16th. Alonso way off the pace in 20th. 9 seconds behind Yuki, who himself is 5 seconds off the back of Hulkenberg and Sargent. So yeah, Alonso's race is done. His tyres are knackered. His front wing's damaged. He's going to be boxing soon.
We need to focus on getting the pack up.
Okay.
Overtake button.
Copy.
So we've got Yuki back through. We're going to push and see if we can maybe get away from Albon.
We can push more.
Yeah, copy.
Got to push Lawson as well, otherwise he'll get dropped by Gasly. Now that we're pushing Yuki and creating gaps. At the very least, if we do manage to break away from Gasly, It'll make Lawson's job a little bit easier. Don't think we're going to be able to drop Albon, but we might be able to get Albon to drop Gasly. I think we just did. Yeah, we did. So that's going to give Lawson an opportunity to break through here.
You've got energy?
Yeah, copy.
I'm going to push him up now.
We need to cool the engine.
Copy.
We're going to try to anyway.
To use the free air.
Copy.
Recharge on. Recharge.
There we
on.
go, he's going for the move. Took longer than I would have liked. Gasly has been dropped.
Back off.
We
back
still haven't
off,
got the
back
move
off.
done. Come on, get the move done, get the move done. He's not going to get it done. Alright, let's ease off.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Do not want to give up the DRS on the strip if I'm not going to get it back.
Copy.
Charge on.
Oh, this
Keep
time he goes
focus,
for the
keep
move.
pushing.
Where were you when I needed you to make the move? He's in harvest mode, so he's not going to have the traction or the launch. Now he's going to
We
be
need
vulnerable to
focus on the
Norris.
energy now.
Copy.
Ah, damn it, that did not work out well. Tyres starting to give up.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, we're going to have to amend our strategy here. Tyres have heated up a lot faster than I was expecting. But while Norris and Albon are both very high, we're the only one of these three teams to actually have two cars still in the top 10. Piastri's a long way off. Sargent is even further back. So it's unlikely they're going to do anything. I do need to make sure Lawson's confidence doesn't take too much of a hit. Norris is sprinting. He's trying to break clear, and he has dropped Gasly. So hopefully we can get past Gasly here. Jump straight onto the back of Norris and stay in DRS range.
Used energy.
Okay, copy.
Move done, and this time we've got a little bit of battery left to accelerate through
Careful on the energy.
and complete the move. Norris has pushed hard and has caught up to the back of us. Okay, we're boxing soon, recharging that battery for Yuki. He's the key to our fortunes this weekend. Lawson is just going to be a nice added bonus if we can get something with him, but it's all about what we can do with Yuki tonight. As Max is now up into 8th place, right behind us. And he gets dive bombed by Gasly. Not sure who's going to hold the position. Max has got through.
What's happened there?
Stand by, Yuki, I'll let you know.
Stroll is vulnerable. I don't think we'll get him. Not trying to get him now, just trying to get some battery back in the car before the pit stop. Relying on Yuki's not going to end well. Well, yeah, it's a risk, but we don't really have much choice, unfortunately. He has got the faster car, he's the faster driver. You know, if we are going to get points this weekend, it's going to be thanks to him. You know, if we're going to get decent points, you know, Lawson is, like I said, a nice little added bonus, a little cherry on top of whatever we can get. This is Lawson's box lap, so let's burn what's left of these tyres. Can we hold off Max? No, we can't. So let's go back into harvest and at least rebuild that battery.
Box.
Copy, box.
We need some pace.
Okay, copy.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy,
I
box.
think his battery is almost completely full. He's going to go one more lap, I think, and then he's going to box. Let's push his tyres now.
Stay close to the car in front.
Alonso has finally boxed. He's gone for a set of softs. Never actually looked to see if he changed his front wing. We'll do that in a second. Yuki is getting the move done.
Recharge on, recharge on.
That restores his confidence back into peak. Here comes Lawson into the pits. Well, look at Farah using the big words tonight.
Box, Yuki box.
Copy.
Oh, it's a bad stop. Oh, damn it. That cost us 4 seconds.
Tyres will be cool.
Alonso did not change his front wing. He still has damage to his wing.
Box.
Copy.
Go recharge on, recharge on. Charge off what you want.
Yeah, agree.
Copy.
All right, let's have a good stop here, please. .4, that is a good stop. And that gets us out ahead of Hulkenberg, close enough to Sargent that we can overtake him pretty quickly.
Use deploy as much as you can.
Yeah, copy.
So we need to back off.
Copy.
So now the hunt begins. This is kind of where I was hoping Lawson would feed in so that we could get him overtaking almost immediately, but he's still 5 seconds off the back of Joe, so it's going to take a bit of work just to get him into a position where he can start to make those moves. Couldn't quite ditch Hulkenberg there, but we will do this time around. By the end of the strip we should have dropped him.
A small lift off 12 the tires.
Copy.
Used energy.
Yeah, copy that.
Might just have snuck in the DRS there. Yes, we did. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Need to get Yuki into clean air.
Use anti-deploy.
Wait till we get to the strip.
Yeah, okay.
Overtake button.
Copy.
Alright, comfortably through on Sargent. 7 seconds to Piastri. Let's hunt him down.
No more overtake.
Okay, mate, copy.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Copy.
Stroll gets through past Albon. Albon fighting him, that's good. That's slowing them down.
Slow down.
And we've taken 2 seconds out of Oscar so far. Who has got himself onto the back of Magnussen. So 2-for-1 special coming up.
Charge on, charge on. No DRS available, no DRS available.
And Verstappen has managed to jump ahead of Stroll now. Bottas is up in 6th place, ahead of Norris. Go Bottas. Could Alfa Romeo hang on for their first points of the season tonight? I hope so, for their sake, as long as it doesn't come at our expense. In which case, screw Alfa Romeo. Right, Lawson 140.6, that's not quick enough. Needs more pace than that. The last thing we want right now is a safety car or a red flag. That would destroy our strategy. We would lose so much track position. That's the downside to the gamble of going early like this, is that if you then get a safety car straight afterwards, you're screwed, because everybody gets the box in front of you and probably hold position over you. Max now with the fastest lap, having broken past Albon. Needing to pull away from Albon. Do not want him dragging Albon along. But that does look to be what's happening right now. Yeah, Lawson, now he's not in the DRS train, his pace is really suffering. This is kind of a bit more what I was expecting to see of Lawson's pace. Yuki's still holding decent pace though. Gives me a hope that we can still get him back into the points by the end. As Bottas gets past Stroll. And Verstappen has now dropped Albon, which was vital for us. The last thing we want is Albon getting dragged along at Red Bull pace for multiple laps, because that just puts him out of reach. Perez is in, so what's he going on to? Is he two-stopping? No, he's one-stopping. That's nice to the end. Gets out just in front of us. Magnussen has boxed. And he's one stopping. Clean stop. Lawson's ahead of him. Not going to have to fight past him. Yuki closing the gap to Oscar.
Use and deploy when you
want to make sure I get in the DRS,
Yeah, copy.
which looks like we are going to do anyway, but just to be certain. Yes, there we go.
Recharge on, Yuki, recharge on.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
And that's the move done. Excellent. Back up to 13th.
Let's go.
Nice one. P13, Yuki. P13.
Now we need to hold that position.
Overtake button.
Yes, pit stops, Farah. 2 of the cars are boxed as well. Perez has boxed onto hards for the end, and so has Magnussen. They are both the other cars to have boxed, so they are 1 stopping.
Use energy.
Copy.
Charge on. Charge on.
Are we going to see any more stops soon? Norris still fighting with Stroll. And Albon, Bottas and Leclerc are all in, so these are important stops. Hard tyres. Hard tyres. Hard tyres. Piastri is coming in, and we've already got past him, so we've got the overtake done on him. Hulkenberg coming in as well, so we're going to miss out on the opportunity to overtake Hulkenberg. Hard tyres for Piastri. Hard tyres for Hulkenberg, and it's a bad stop as well.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Right, we are losing time to Perez, but that's understandable. That's a Red Bull. We do need to keep an eye on what kind of pace Albon does when he gets round and completes the next lap, not this one. What's our pace like against some of the... Well, we just used some battery, didn't we? So it's a little hard to tell. Lawson has caught Sargent. And did I get the DRS for the strip? I think I might have done. I did. Excellent stuff. We're starting to see a lot of drivers boxing. This is where I need Lawson to get past. Which he does, gets the confidence boost. Excellent stuff, because if Lawson boxes this lap, we lose that opportunity. Alright, please tell me Zhou is staying out. Bottas has already boxed. We're back into 8th place now that Gasly and Max have boxed. Lawson stayed out, interesting. Not Lawson, sorry, Zhou stayed out. And so did Sargent. Tyres, yep, there you go. Everyone in front of us except for Perez is still yet to stop, but they're all 1 stopping. Zhou may well be stopping at the end of this lap, so we need to get this overtake done to get peak confidence in.
Use energy.
Okay.
Sainz is in from the lead. That is the move done on Joe, nice and early.
We need to focus on the energy now.
And Lawson now back into peak confidence. So, Sight's in, Norris is in, Russell is in. Let this be a bad stop, please. It is. It's a terrible stop. Or is he just getting held? He might just have been getting held. No, he had an issue. Excellent.
McLaren's team get called into action. Oh, but something's not right. Oh, dear.
Yes, oh dear. What a shame. Ah. That's glorious for us. Oh, and he's behind Bottas and Gasly, even better. And Lawson's right on him. I need Lawson to get through here.
Lean on the tyres as much as you can.
Go on, Liam. Couldn't get the move done. Okay, so we'll go into harvest mode. We'll tuck in behind and we'll try and get him on the strip. We're just a second off of Sights. Let's try and make sure we stay with Sights if we can.
Use deploy.
No, we got overtaken by Verstappen. Ocon Stroll now into the box.
I can't believe they just went through.
Lawson is through.
Everything can happen in this race, so we just keep our head down, keep focus. You can use energy. No energy. Now to deploy when you can.
Okay.
Now we're tucked onto the back of cars that are much faster than us on paper.
Okay.
And on brand new tyres, so this will help us. Is Ocon yet to stop, or is he just... I think Ocon might have just come out the box. Because we caught him very quickly there.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
We left ourselves open for a counter-attack and a lunge. Yeah, there we go. Still just in peak confidence though. I'll take that. And we are just about hanging on to the back of Max here, although we are kind of running out of...
We can push one step more.
running out of the DRS.
Copy.
Here's Jesse. Yuki's insane, hanging with the Red Bulls. Well, there's mitigating circumstances as Joe finally boxes. We are running a different strategy.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
A lot of cars had penalties at the start, so we started very high, and we're doing, pretty well in that respect. And you can see already we're now dropping off, and also I think we've got a better engine than some of the cars around us, which is helping.
Copy.
But that's not our natural pace. But we could be on for big, big points tonight, hopefully. Field is starting to spread in our two drivers now. That's opened up. This is going to really help Yuki get back into a strong points position when he does make that second stop. And part of that is let's not forget, Lawson lost 6 seconds on his pit stop. That's that issue that he was having. But even so, the field is definitely starting to spread out now, thanks to the pit stops. Try and rebuild Lawson's battery a bit. This is where we struggle, this sector of the track. And we'll have to burn that battery again just to get back in range. Can't risk getting dropped. We'll lose way too much time if we do. Alonso boxes. Now, is he finally going to change that front wing? Or do Aston not have a spare one? He didn't change it last time round. This will be another set of softs, I would imagine. Oh no, he's going hard tyres. He's going for the end on hards. Again, no front wing change, so Alonso is staying at the back of the grid. And Lawson has been dropped. Norris has pushed to get onto the back of the cars in front, and he's done it. Left us behind. That's our pace relative to Albon, that's the important one. 1:39.7, Albon coming up to the line in a second.
We've got no energy.
1:39.2, we're about half a second slower. Tyres in worse shape though, so not too surprising. There is Albon. This has not worked well for Norris. these pit stops. Down in 13th, that's excellent stuff. It's not worked ideally for Lawson, but again, he lost those 6 seconds. He would be, if he hadn't had that delay, he'd be on the back of Russell right now. If not further ahead, he might even be on the back of Albon. Leclerc is coming. I can't hold him behind. He is just too quick for us. But if we can stay with him when he gets past us, that'll help stretch our legs over Albon. And I am toying with the idea of maybe going on another set of mediums for Lawson and just sprinting the tyres he's got left. Let me have a look at a variation strategy. So if I go mediums and go aggressive with the mediums, that's about the same as it is. But if I were to bring him in there, and just sprint those tyres a bit, they would be more durable. I think really if we're going to get anything out of Liam, we really kind of need to try and hang on for the softs if we can. I'm not expecting Lawson to finish in the points. Yuki I am absolutely expecting him to get in the points. I'll be very annoyed if he doesn't.
Don't overtake.
Copy.
And charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Alright, there we go. So Leclerc has got through. It's going to give us the DRS, which will allow us to go into harvest and rebuild the battery, ready for the next round of tyres, which are coming soon. And by dropping down his defence, it meant that he didn't lose time trying to hold back Leclerc. By dropping down his attack, it means he'll be more likely to just tuck in behind him and stay with him, in theory.
We can catch Leclerc. And charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Charge on.
Just have to make sure we didn't get dropped on the run up to the strip there.
Back off, back off, back off.
I'm going to give him more on the tyres.
Now we can push one step more on tires, Yuki.
Okay.
And I think I'll just stay in top up, just not take the risk.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Yeah, Lawson's pace is dying. I don't think I can make those tyres last long enough for the softs. We are going to go onto the mediums. We're going to bring that stop forward. And we're going to sprint his tyres. Box him at the end of the next lap.
Push, 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 push.
Copy.
Seems like our mechanic there is doubling up as a maternity warden.
Lift and coast 12.
Copy.
Stay close to the cars in front.
We're starting to struggle for grip on these tyres. And the Ferrari is a Ferrari, but we have got the gap at 5 seconds to Albon, which is good. It's 5 seconds less that we're going to have to hunt him down with on these new softs.
Box, box.
Copy, box.
So Lawson's pit stop coming up. Need a good stop this time. His first one was terrible. We've already got a 2.4 in the bag with Yuki, so that's excellent for the pit stop competition. If we can get a good one with Lawson, that means we can be on for some really strong points in that again. Still in with a shout of winning the overall competition. And Stroll has got ahead of Albon. Norris has got himself back up to 11th and is on the back of Ocon. That's not ideal, that's him sniffing around a point. Alright, come on boys. Good stop please. Anything, Anthony? It's not great, but it'll do.
Tyres are on the
At
low
least it was
side,
clean.
so good work on the tyres.
It's got him out comfortably ahead of Zhou.
You can back off a bit.
Copy.
How far are we off the back of 10th place? 24 seconds, 24 and a half. That's a big ask for Liam on this car. We are actually slowly closing back on Leclerc at the moment. Absolutely taking the last little bit of life out of these tyres. That's good. It means we're stretching our gap to the cars behind us.
Yeah, copy.
And I've got the gap under 1.5 seconds. If I can somehow just get a little bit of a toe.
Overtake button.
Copy.
Let's go for it. Let's see if we can actually get back into the DRS of Leclerc on the run to the pits. Didn't want to burn the battery so soon, but wanted to save it for the softs. If I can get that toe, as we're coming up to lap Alonso. I just don't have enough left.
Charge on.
Copy.
And use anti-deploy.
Copy.
Slow now.
Copy that.
You're good to push on tyres.
Okay, copy.
We need to do lift off.
Okay.
Alright, here we go then. This is a critical stop.
Okay.
It's good, 2.5. Liking that. And we come out close to the back of Gasly and Bottas, so that will give us an opportunity to get an overtake in.
So we need to back off.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, so confidence has dropped down back towards starting level. But with Gasly and Bottas close together, if we can get them cleanly. If we can get them both in one go, that should put us back into peak confidence. Close to maxing out confidence entirely. I'll let the tyres come in naturally. I'm not going to push them. Not yet. I do want to see if we can steal the fastest lap, and I want to make sure we're in DRS range for that. So I don't want to take too much life out of the tyres getting into a point where we can go for the fastest lap. Because we're going to need the DRS on the strip if we're going to have any chance of getting it. Alright, 10th place. We are 23 seconds off. So we've closed a little bit of time with Lawson, but not much. Let's see, Norris is doing 138.7s, Lawson's doing a 138.8s. Looks like we're going to go for this on the next lap. Tyres are now up to temperature. Is this game worth it at half price? Absolutely. Big improvements over the last game. It's still not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There's still room for a lot more improvement, but it is much more challenging this time round.
Stay close to the car in front.
Purple in the first, that's a good start. Comfortably in the DRS.
We need to cool the car.
Okay.
Oh, we've got a safety car. It's virtual.
And oh dear, that's Max.
Oh, Max is
Verstappen.
out. Or is he
Heading
out, or has he
down
just
the
damaged his
straight.
car? Let's have a look. Oh, what the
car
hell?
makes contact, and all it can take is one mistake, one momentary lapse of concentration. And clearly then,
He tried to do a repeat of what he did in real life and just lunge into the first turn where he had no right to go. And he is out.
Delta positive.
But it's not a full safety car, which is exactly what we did not want. We did not want a full safety car, so that is excellent. A full safety car would have ruined us because... Oh, actually, no.
Is he okay?
Anyone with a box? I don't think they will. Those tyres are still looking good. Magnussen might.
Copy.
I don't know if anyone else will. We can now bank a load of extra fuel again, get the batteries rebuilt. And this will give us more leeway to push these tyres on the restart. Seconds off of Albon. This is going to put Norris up into 9th. But where we come through, that'll drop him back down to 10th. So he's going to get a point. It's not good. It's just a question of how many points we can get. Albon on for very strong points right now. But at least it wasn't a full safety. Well, maybe a full safety might have been okay. At least it wasn't a red flag. That would have been a disaster, because everybody would have put on brand new softs. We don't have brand new softs left, I don't think, or do we? Do we have a third set of tyres? No, we don't. I didn't think so. So that would actually be a double disaster. A, we'd lose a load of track position, and B, we'd be at a tyre disadvantage as well. And actually those gaps that we've got, those gaps will come down. Those gaps are inflated because we're running at VSC pace rather than full racing pace. So we are not 14 seconds behind Albon. We're probably about 10, if that. We're about to find out.
Vito, safety car ending.
Yeah.
Stay close to the cars in front. DRS enabled.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Okay, copy.
Overtake button.
Yeah, copy.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Yeah, copy that.
We leave it to you.
Got to change his overtake status. That's why he didn't go for the move on Bottas last time round. Completely forgot about that. Go on, get them both, get them both, get them both. Or at least get Gasly. All right, we got Gasly.
Yes.
Good job.
This next overtake will put us back into peak confidence. And we are 13 seconds off. So, split the difference.
Nice one.
Come on, Yuki, good job. Currently P10.
Use energy.
Okay, mate, copy.
Might not be able to get the fastest lap now. Depends on what we do here on the strip. We got a personal best, but it's not purple. That's fair, I suppose. Can we get a good final sector? Bottas is hanging on to us thanks to just sneaking into the DRS. He's going to drop now, surely. Yeah, there we go, we've dropped him. And we did get the fastest lap, and Max can't get it back because he's out. So, we are now just 3.2 seconds, 3.3 seconds off the back of Norris. I was completely misreading the gap. I was adding in Norris's gap, I think. When I was looking at that. Or maybe we have just closed up now that the VSC's out of the way. You know, I don't know. I'll have to... It doesn't matter. We're close. We're very close. That's all that matters. And we've got good tyres as well. More rubber on the tyres. Much faster compound. Plenty of spare fuel to push as well. We're out of battery now.
No gas available. Recharge on. We need to protect the front tires. Recharge on. No.
Oh, it was Albon I was looking at, wasn't it? So Albon is... Let's see. That's 7.5 seconds ahead.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Right, best I think we can do with Lawson is 13th. So, once again, what we might do is we might just box Lawson and go for a decent pit stop. We're not going to push him for a fastest lap. We don't want to take that away from Yuki because that is a point. We are in the top 10. So the last thing we want to do is steal that point back off him.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Ocon's on a bit of a push this lap. You can tell because the gap's come down to Albon by over a second. Or maybe it's just Albon being held up by Hamilton. Don't forget Hamilton's car is a bit of a wreck. And they just lapped Alonso. Started to run out of laps. Only 8 left after this lap.
Press and hold overtake.
Get a bit of a wriggle on here, Yuki.
Recharge on.
Wilson gets 2 moves done in quick succession.
So this is what happened. Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. They decide to give it a go.
Past Magnussen at the beginning of the strip and Oscar Piastri at the end of the strip. Nicely done, lad. Should be able to get away with leaving these tyres in this setting now for the remainder of the stint, I hope. Catching up to Alonso, so I think everyone might get DRS here. Oh no, they're not quite close enough.
Recharge on.
I need to have some battery if I want to try and get both of these guys quickly. Hence the harvest on the straight here.
They're at the peak now. Use and deploy when you can.
Right, can we get Norris on the run to the strip? Look how quickly we've caught up with Hamilton and Albon as well. Alonso is hanging on to the back of them.
We need to cool the car, Yuki.
Oh, you git. You absolute git. We had the pair of them then and he just shocked us. And now I'm out of battery again. God damn it.
Recharge on. Recharge on. 6 laps to go.
Okay.
We need to cool the car.
Alright, come on, hold position against Norris. I know we're bad through here.
Overtake button.
Okay.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, come on. I'm out of battery again. Ah!
Charge on.
Take some pace out of these
Okay.
tyres because they're burning up in the dirty air. Say pace, I meant heat.
There's 5 more laps.
Ah, it's ruining us. At least Ocon is closing down the gap to Albon and Hamilton, so they're all lining up for us. But we've got to get past them, that's the downside. Here's Alonso in the way, he's going to be pulling over soon. This could be problematic for somebody. Just hope it's not us. Battery is now, sorry, no, fuel is now an issue.
Lift off. Save fuel.
Copy.
Charge on. Charge on.
Copy.
At least we didn't get held up.
Save fuel.
Yeah, let's try and improve Lawson's pit time for the competition.
Four laps to go.
Okay.
Charge on.
Copy.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what we like.
Just get these tyres in and settle into a rhythm. Clear on exit.
Use anti-deploy as much as you can.
Yeah, copy.
Right, temps coming down, that's good. Which team do you want to be? That's entirely up to you. What kind of challenge do you want?
Stay close to the car in front.
Yeah, I had a feeling you might go McLaren.
And 3 laps to go.
I just can't get through. This is so frustrating. It's just like last night all over again.
You can lift off to avoid instability.
Copy.
Got to get at least one of them here, or else I'm screwed. God damn it. I keep running out of battery at the worst possible time.
No available, no DRS available.
Copy.
Come on, I'm so close to good points. This is just brutally unfair.
2 laps to go, Yuki. 2 laps to go.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Oh, I'm doing it on hard, obviously. Hence, hardcore in the title.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Copy.
Yuki, come on, Yuki, come on, Yuki.
Use deploy as much as you can.
Alright, we've got past Norris.
Copy.
Good job. Charge on.
Top 10.
I swear that was a Hamilton woo we just heard then.
Last lap.
Oh, that's a disaster. Albon's just gone up to 6th. Actually, if he gets up there, he's going to lose it on the strip, so that's not too bad.
Overtake button.
Yep.
Come on, give me everything you got. Everything you got.
Has crossed the line first.
Hold, no. Oh, go on, Ocon. Get him. Yes. Oh, Ocon just got Albon. That is.
P9.
Yeah, nice.
Whew. That's helped. That really helped.
It was a very good race.
So, Albon picks up 4 points. We pick up 3 points because we got the fastest lap. Norris only gets the 1 point. So, Williams will be staying in 7th. We will retake 8th place in the Constructors. Lawson gets Zhou right before the line. He gets himself back up into 15th. So we get 2 in the top 15 as well. And I think we got 2 of the fastest pit stops. We certainly got the fastest pit stop. I think we might be on for 2nd or 3rd with Yuki's stop as well, potentially. So big points in the pit stop competition. A little bit of redemption before the final race of the season. We actually got some points again. Couldn't quite get up to 6th, which is what I was really pushing for. That would have been glorious if we'd been able to get 6th. We just ran out of tyres, unfortunately.
Yuki Tsunoda
Kept running out of battery at the wrong point.
Drive today.
There wasn't too much expectation on them today, but they fought hard and found themselves in the points.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. And onto the podium goes Sergio Perez, and he's certainly in good company there.
4 superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them drive.
And there's not much that rivals the Las Vegas Grand Prix when it comes to the podium presentation.
I don't think we did anything particularly wrong strategically. I think we just got a little unlucky with some of the traffic.
And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there though.
Well everyone, that's all from us here in Las Vegas.
Formula One has almost reached its conclusion.
You see the
this
fountains
year.
of the Bellagio in the
Next time
background.
Abu Dhabi, between the desert and the sea, for an enthralling finale.
And then you see final confirmation of the result. Perez with the win. Sainz in second. Leclerc up 15 places to finish third. Russell with a strong recovery as well, up 15 places for fourth. Good race for Stroll, up 4 places to finish fifth. Hamilton and Ocon both gaining 6 places. We dropped a couple, but we held on for points. And we got the fastest lap, which has been a long time since we did that, if at all, this season. So very, very happy with that. And going a bit further down, Lawson losing a lot of places. His strategy just unfortunately didn't quite work out for him, but we did get the fastest pit stop with Liam. That will be important, as we'll see in a moment. Let's take a look at the drivers' standings first of all. Max already confirmed champion. Perez 20 points clear of Leclerc going into the final race. So Perez is all but confirmed as the as second place in the championship. Leclerc needs to win and Perez not finish in the top 7. If he finishes 8th and Charles wins and Sergio does not get the fastest lap, then Charles will overhaul him, but it's not looking good. Sainz in 4th place, that's pretty much confirmed now. Alonso in 5th, he's pretty much he is confirmed. He's not going to get caught by either of the Mercedes drivers. Really close between them, just 5 points between them going into the final race. Stroll a little bit too far behind to get involved in that, I think. Neck and neck between the 2 Alpine drivers going into Abu Dhabi. That's going to be an interesting one. See who gets bragging rights there. They're both going to finish in the top 10. Magnussen way too far away to do anything. Albon getting up to 15 points. Norris in 14th. We tie him up with those 3 points we scored. And there are the teams and drivers yet to score. No points for Alpha. Where did Bottas finish in the end? Never did look. 11th. He just missed out on points. He was about 9.5 seconds off, so not quite enough to get them. Into the Constructors' Championship, obviously Red Bull still confirmed as the winners. Ferrari confirmed as second. And that is Aston Martin now confirmed as 3rd place. Mercedes didn't score enough points over them tonight. The gap is now 47 points with only 44 available as a maximum for a 1-2 in the fastest. So Aston have finished 3rd in the Constructors. Alpine will finish in 5th. Haas will almost certainly finish in 6th. Despite Williams' pace advantage at the moment, I don't think they're going to score 18 points at Abu Dhabi. So it's now a fight between us, Williams and McLaren for 7th, 8th and 9th. We've moved 2 points clear of McLaren again. So if we want to hold on to 8th place and maintain our position for our objective, which is to finish 8th, we just need to make sure that we outscore McLaren, or at least only lose by a point to McLaren in the next race. Williams will be tougher to overhaul, but who knows? And then Alpha, the only team yet to score. Let's take a look at the pit stop competition. Just how well did we do? 1st and 4th. I will take that. It's a quick stop for Max. That's a little bit frustrating. Quick stop for Charles Leclerc and a quick stop for Sainz. But we've outscored Ferrari, so we'll maintain our gap and actually stretch our gap over them. Perez down in 7th place, so we should close down Red Bull. Have we closed them down enough to stand a chance in the final race? We have. We've actually taken the lead by a point. Oh, can we hold that position? I will gladly sacrifice Lawson's race for multiple pit stops. Might even do it for Yuki as well, depending on how we're doing in the race, to try and make sure that we win that competition, because that will be huge money for us. That'll be $12 million if we can take first place like that. And there you see the fastest stop, a 2.363 for Lawson on lap 46, and a 2.461 on lap 13 for Yuki, less than a tenth slower. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's take a look at our performances this weekend. 16 overtakes in total, or 16 overtake attempts, 10 successful and 6 failed for Lawson. Not so good in defence, only 3 successful, 8 failed this time round. Again, don't forget he is running an older chassis. We don't have the parts to replace it, so he was going into it with a slightly underperforming car. Yuki, 10 successful overtakes, 13 failed, 3 successful defences, 7 failed. Again, not quite so good in defence. Pretty strong going forward, but did get held up a lot in the closing laps there, just not able to get through the traffic. Bit of a shame. Could have been more points, but we'll gladly take what we want. We pay out a bonus for the first time in a long time to Yuki Tsunoda, 10 grand for finishing in the top 10. And sponsorship-wise, we got the fastest lap. Why didn't it give us our Q3? We got Q3. That's annoying. I can't complain, really. It keeps giving us the finish position streak, even though we keep failing it. So yeah, frustrating, but you know, we'll take that, considering we've been gifted more money than we've lost. There we got the finish position guarantee. Both cars in Q2, both cars in the top 15. So yeah, we end up with just under 3 million after deductions. Not bad. And the suspension project is done, as is the side pod project. So that frees up some slots to get a couple more projects underway. Let's have a look. Front wing has failed. I don't have a replacement, but I can make one. I can't really afford to drop Lawson. Just not sure which spec of wing I'm building here. There we go, make sure I'm building the right spec. What else failed? The suspension, and that is a problem, because I can't replace that. So I'm going to have to drop him back one. Not good. Everything in Yuki's car has survived. That's okay. Right. Going back to cars. Car part development. So let's get some last research bits going through. I've still got some hours left. Let me take a look. Might not show me everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. And then I'm going to load. Because that should now give me an up-to-date overview of my research against the reg changes. It doesn't always update in the same session. So front wing is okay. It's good. It's good. Nice, nice. Yeah. Rear wing is being worked on right now, so that will be improved upon. Everything else is looking nice. Side pods, we've just done the first side pod project. Obviously not getting a reg change, so that's just straight gains. underfloor, I think it's being worked on right now. That's close. That's good. That's good. That's nice. That's nice. Suspension. This is the one we've just finished. Brake cooling. Nearly 10% gain now. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Improvement to airflow. Nice 10% drag reduction boost. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So we've got an underfloor and a rear wing being done. That will get those completely sorted. So it's whatever we want to really work on, and I think because downforce is an issue, let's really try and work on next year's downforce by throwing ours onto a front wing project. There we go. Let's just check it will go through. Perfect. 2 engineers, 41 days. Let's work on the high speeds. Leave the medium and the low where they are. We want to work on the cooling a bit. And actually, let's drop those down a touch. There we go. Let's go with that for our front wing research project. 1.6 mil. That is confirmed. We have got not quite enough to get a chassis underway. Oh, actually, no. Chassis we can afford, but we don't have the engineers. Alright, well, we'll just hang on to that little bit of cash for now. We know, Yuki's gearbox is toast. The board will have been very happy, I would imagine, with that, so we should be fine. We are no longer in debt. That's all sorted. That's good. So let's check in with the board, actually. High confidence in us. Delighted with Vegas, as they damn well should be. Objectives satisfied because we are currently meeting it. Still disappointed in finances, but we are back in the black, which is good. That was the 4th race this season where we've actually scored points, so I'm happy with that. Like I say, if we can just hang on to 8th just to complete the objective, I think even if we don't get 8th place, we've got high confidence with the board, so we're highly likely to stay in our job. But if we can get 8th, that will just be nice. It'll pretty much guarantee that we get high confidence with the board, which will be an extra 1.5 million at the review, which is money that we can put into the team. So let's just check our facilities. Hospitality is down, but that's okay. We've already signed everybody we're going to sign, so I'm not worried about that. The money-making ones are all fine. Race sim is maxed out. That's excellent. The team hub upgrade is not far off. That's 9 days away. That'll be good training for our guys over the winter. Wind tunnel has taken a knock. I do need to refurb that ASAP. Okay, that might be the first thing we do after Abu Dhabi. We need that in good condition in time for the winter break, so we've got to make sure we get that refurb. We've got no scouting going on right now, but I don't think there is anybody we do need to scout, so let's just start getting details on other drivers on the grid, just so we can see salaries, contract lengths, etc. We're not going to be signing any of these guys because they're outside of our regulation allowances, but yeah, it's nice to have the information. There we go. So 4 scouts up and running. Can't do anything about the front wing just yet. Now we can. There we go. And we are ready for the preview. Red Bull have won the Constructors' Championship. They're 214 points clear. Max has won the Drivers' Championship. He's 104 points clear. And we are 2 points clear of McLaren in 8th place. There you can see, 1 round to go. Season ends in 2 days. And then car part development is locked, although we're not developing. Research will still be allowed until the end of the year. We've got research coming in 6 days. Our team hub will be done in 5 days. We've also got more research coming a little bit further down. That's off the page. We've got more research started, which will finish on the final day of the season. We need to make sure we refurb our CFD simulator. Please remind me in the chat tomorrow about that, because I probably will forget and then kick myself for it. But we are there. We are done with tonight's race. What a race we had. So close to the 6th place in the end. Just had a little bit of trouble getting through some of those cars, but we did get back into 9th. We got the fastest lap. Ocon did us a solid and took points away from Albon at the death to keep Williams in striking distance. They're 3 points ahead of us. We might be able to overhaul them in the final race at Abu Dhabi, which will be starting at the usual time tomorrow of 8 PM UK. So until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. If you have, please drop a like, consider sharing with your friends. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss a live stream, obviously you can subscribe, hit the bell, all that fluff. But until then, I will be back, as I say, normal time tomorrow. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.